What led me to yoga is I was a teenager. I was 16 years old, and I was interested in being a professional dancer. And back in those days, you just kept pushing through injuries. No matter what happened, you just kept pushing. So in seeking support for that, or help, alternative help, I stumbled on Richard Hittleman's 28 Days of Yoga Exercise. And what's funny about that is I actually hid the book because here I am in Midwest in Michigan, and I knew nobody in my family would understand this thing called yoga. I was always a heavy reader, so I was always interested in what was going on outside of my world. I recognized that I lived in a little cocoon, and I knew that I would leave Michigan for sure, because I'm like, there's a bigger world out there. So for me, that world unfolded through books. My main influence in yoga actually is Bryan Kest. I started with him. I'll never forget the day I went into his class, and I had never experienced something so spiritual, real, and challenging in my life. But in that moment, I shifted, and my perspective about yoga in that moment changed in that moment. Prior to that, I really had seen it as just a physical exercise. I didn't connect the spirituality to it. And then from there, you know, I sat with Bryan and said, hey, I'm interested in teaching this stuff. And he blessed it. He says, you know, of course you can teach yoga. And I said, don't I need to be certified? And he said, certified by who? So he guided me to teach what I knew. And he goes, as you know more, you teach more. So that led me on a path to taking workshops. So Eric Schiffman shows up as a really key figure in my life. Caleb Ashkenazi, who actually was a fellow teacher at the time, I learned so much from taking his class. When I first started teaching, I literally copycatted until I felt comfortable in finding my voice. So my style, Practice with a Message, truly was born because of Bryan Kest. I noticed that he was in these conversations with you as you went through the practice. So that gave me an insight to say, hey, people's minds are pretty fertile. And I've always believed in growing and studying and learning, so I figured, why not use this portal when people, you have their undivided attention? So that's when I created Practice with a Message. What I'm trying to help people accomplish in the yoga practice is healing. Show people that inside of our own bodies, we have the power to heal ourselves. And that truly, I have stuck through that. I've been teaching 19 years this year, and that has been the driving force behind all of my classes and teachings. In any of my teaching, you'll always see where I'm at, because I'm never above. I'm teaching where I'm at. And that is, again, Bryan Kest gave me that thing to say, be where you're at as fully as possible. That was one of his overall statements. And I just stuck with that. So if I was grieving, guess what? The message was about grief. If I was having a good time, joy, it was about joy. But I truly then used myself as examples too. I didn't just prophesize and preach to people. I gave them examples from my own life so that they could see. And then inevitably people would say, how did you know? I felt like you were talking directly to me. And I would say, because we're all on the path together. We really are one and united, and we have so many similarities. So that really helped me, just being authentic and having that fearlessness just to, I have nothing to hide. I've been such an open book. And so bringing that to the classroom and teachings has really, really helped me continue to evolve and heal, and it's helped other people heal. Hi, my name is Astrid Kastenberg, and thank you so much for listening to me today. It's been such an honor. I feel so blessed to have had a dynamic career, beautiful career in the yoga world. You can find me outside of here on Coda Life Goddess on Instagram, and my website, codalife.com. It stands for Conscious Opportunities Through Awareness. And thank you so much.